Hi guys, I'm glad to see you again. First of all, thank you all for watching my first video and subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. So at my first video, I told you about my books that I use nowadays in my preparation for my first step, that is the private pilot license. Let's continue and I will tell you about and show you my apps that I have on my phone. Alright, let's go.
85 heavy, wind 260 at 14 and a 2 right for takeoff.
So I will try to show you my apps very briefly. The first one is a FAR aim. This is the same as a real book, but the real book, as you can see here, is very big and very heavy. I realize that aviation regulations is not an easy topic and I will not be able to learn it in one day, and I will go back to my book every day again and again, and I think it's not an option for me to have a very heavy book in my backpack every day. That is why I get this app. It cost me around 10 bucks and it worth every penny. So this book contains all FAR and all aims you need to know if you want to become a pilot. But the best part of this app is that if you press here on this tools button and you can choose to study by certificate. Here you have to choose between certificates you're learning right now. So for me it's a private pilot, and here you see all FAR and all aims you have to know in order to become a private pilot. So I think it's very useful and the app is very easy to use. I truly recommend you to pay this 10 bucks and it will ease your life a lot. The next one is the famous LiveAtc.net app. I think this app is very famous among aviation enthusiasts, so if you want to practice your listening of real radio communication between pilots and air traffic control, you have to download this app. As you can see, the last time I was listening to the John Franklin Kennedy Airport Tower in New York, and here this is the ATIS information. Also you can see the real diagram of the airport. If you press the diagram button, you can follow the airplane on the real map from the stand to the taxiway and then to the runway for departure while listening to the tower. Okay, so let's try to listen some of these.
5732 Kennedy Tower, caution wake turbulence, runway 31 left, full length, line up and wait.
As you can see, everything is very good and understandable. Also, you can choose the channel here, so you can use among different countries or just use between top 50 channels for now. Next one is my favorite one, and it's a private pilot ground school made by Dauntless Aviation. This app cost me around 50 bucks as far as I remember, and I downloaded this app because I want to be prepared for my written test before I begin my real education. Yeah, it sounds crazy, but this is a reality for me. I've heard a lot from different people that if you're able to pass the test at this app, you'll be able like 90 to 100% to pass the real test. So let me show you briefly how to work with this app. Here you press prepare and then we press private pilot airplane. Then you have to choose the topic. So you can either choose all topics or you can choose 2 or 3 topics. As you can see, the last one I learned was maps and charts with 54 questions. And as I told you before, my learning process consists of books, videos, information, and then the test. So let's press next. And here you can choose the way you want to learn, either using flashcards or continuous practice, or you can make a real simulator test and you will see whether you're ready or not to pass a real reading test. Okay, so we press next. Here you can see the real question with 3 choices. Just for this purpose, I will choose the incorrect answer. And you will see the explanation of your answer with pictures and a lot of texts, even though after you made incorrect answer. But the best part of this app is that even though you choose a right answer, you will also have an explanation. And this is cool because you're able to learn again and again while doing tests. Because every time you answer the question, whether it's wrong or right, you'll see this explanation. And it might be the different information for you because it's not the info from the book you've learned. So download it and be prepared. Okay, let's move on to the next app. It's the Plain English. This app is not free, but it has some options for free version, and it will help you to be familiar with and practice your communication with ATC, because here during the real communication exercises you will learn how and what to say to air traffic control before your movement from the ramp. So you can use either VFR or IFR lessons. For this time I will show you IFR communication. So we press IFR and then we press Start Random Lesson. As you can see, they give you the map, your stand at the map diagram, your call sign, ADIS information. They give you where you stand at, where you have to go, what is your intentions, and you have to say exactly as a real pilot will say to the controller. So let's push the button and try to do one of the exercise. Indy clearance delivery, this is Diamond 812905. I am a terminal request IFR clearance to Champaign, information Oscar. So I made a mistake in purpose for you to show how does it work. As you can see, those words that highlighted with red is my mistakes, and those highlighted in green are what I said right. So you can check yourself and see what was wrong or what was misheard from the app. It happens sometimes, like here I for sure said clearance. Next part is that you have to press the arrow and listen to the real answer from the ADC.
Diamond 812905, Indy clearance delivery, clear to Champaign as filed. Climb and maintain 3000, expect 6010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.1, squawk 3266.
So next you have to respond again and listen to feedback. As you can see, it's a good way to practice. And for me, this is a very good app to practice my communication skills with ADC, even with the free version. The last one is a flight computer. It's a real scene at the physical flight computer, but it's on the phone. To be honest, for me, the physical flight computer is easier to use than the app. I don't know why. I can explain it and don't ask me why. But for me, physical computer is easier to use. As you can see, there is no difference between them. You can do all the movements on the computation part and all the movement on the winds part. You can do the same stuff. But for me, physical computer is better. You will use it during your flight planning, and this is a good way to calculate different numbers. Of course, I recommend to have it on the phone, in case you forget a flight computer, or for example, if you just started to learn and you don't have a physical computer, it's gonna be good for you to use the app. And you have to try to do it, especially because on the FAA website you can find the whole book about how to use this flight computer, as well as real exercises and answers to them. And of course, I have a pilot time app. I downloaded it just for me to know which Zulu time I am right now. Alright, I hope this video was useful. Press some up buttons, subscribe to my channel, and also catch some links in the description to this video, and stay tuned.